Now, ladies and gentlemen, CSGO/CS2's market 1 week later, and well, it's kinda crashed, or more so corrected is the proper term. As we all know, it's officially been 1 week since CS2's initial launch, which I will admit was kinda shaky, and the fact that only really 1% of the population of CS players can actually play, inspect things in game, even then with the amount of cheaters, just by putting in a very simple console command, is ruining matchmaking as we speak. And unless you're a Valorant player, you're not getting in. Now, some very good and not so great things have happened to CSGO's market. The game has hit 1.5 million players, some are new, and many are returning newbies. The market immediately after the trailers, after we saw what stickers, Dopplers, and everything looked like in CS2, but now since it's been 1 week, trade blocks have expired, are going to expire, regrets have taken place, which has led to more of a correction than an actual crash. In today's video, we're going to be looking over said items, cases, stickers, agents, skins, knives, touch on a few other things as well, give my thoughts with buying and selling at this current moment, and some more. Today's video sponsor is Market.CSGO. Market.CSGO is a buying and selling marketplace for your skins, but most importantly, a peer-to-peer site. So the wait times in between trading, buying, or selling are as low as possible. The marketplace has over 100,000 trades a day, and even a built-in tab to find the best deals to make the most amount of profit possible. It also has a built-in client via download or Chrome to make trading very profitable, but most importantly, as safe as possible. Selling is as easy as the click of a button with extremely low fees, that of course being 5%. Definitely one of the best in its field and gives you an edge versus other competition. Once you sell an item, it goes directly to your balance. From there, you can choose to cash out with many different options, many more than other rival sites. Market.CSGO is one of the best of its competition. With its low selling fees, scam-proof client, and a large amount of cash out options, I can't recommend this site enough. If interested, it'll be the top of the link in the description below. Now, the mini CSGO news video I did earlier today, I suggest you go check out. We talk about this a little more in depth, and what specifically happened to stickers will probably be a video on its own because they've been butchered really bad. Stickers in CS2, for the most part, look absolutely amazing, or at least did up until yesterday. Valve put out an update where I don't think this was intentional, could have been a test, but skins, certain weapon models, and assets from Source 1 being put into Source 2 with a new update probably isn't going to go very well since this is a limited test or more so of an alpha for the public. Things are going to go bad, and well, this is what we can expect. Stickers have dropped because of this. Now, is it because of this update, or is it just because of the sticker market and just the market itself correcting? And well, I think it's because of the correction. Prices went higher than we've ever seen before, and I don't think people were really expecting that. Yes, we were expecting some sort of price hype. We weren't expecting things like the mouse hollow going from a $40 to $50 sticker, having an all-time high at 150, and now currently at 121. We just weren't seeing that coming. It did have an all-time high at 145. Now it's back down to 118, 120. It's probably going to level out at that point. Whenever you take a look at a graph or a chart like this is normally how it goes. You have an all-time high, it crashes back down. You have another all-time high that's usually higher than the one before, then crashes back down, might go a little further, and then supposedly it could possibly either go to this point once again, what we just saw, or a little higher, which I do think that's probably going to happen based on the amount of hype and how good these look in game, even with their subtle nerf, which this will be reverted or changed in the future. So don't buy any investments, invest anything based on what they look like in CS2 right now, because it's pretty much pointless because it's a pre-alpha release. Now, the case market is something to talk about as well. This has kind of gone under the radar of many people, including myself. I've been really focused on skins and stickers and knives because that's what I play with the most. I do pick up cases from time to time, and it's definitely been more of a selling than a buying month, I'll tell you that right now, or at least the past couple of weeks. Every single case, doesn't matter if it's active duty or not, has gone up. The Revolution case is currently $3.25. These were the prices a month ago, right after this release. For the longest time, it was $2.50. We thought we were going to start to see this case start to decline in price like most other active duty cases, but no, it's done the complete opposite. Instead of $2.30 at its all-time low, when CS2 released, well, this went to the moon and it's currently $3.30. Another one that caught my attention very quickly was the Snakebite. This was one of the last cheap alternative cases, but it was still in the active duty drop pool for the longest time. And while it's 50 cents right now, 100,000 listed, this last month was 19 cents. Now currently it's 48 and hit the exact same peak 3 days ago at the exact same price. And breakout cases are now $6. It's a pretty crazy world we're living in. So as you can see, most, if not every single case is in the green, even if you bought in at their all-time high before CS2 released. Now, why is this happening? Is this hype going to continue specifically for cases? Now, the main reason this is happening, and really the only reason, an item I would suggest people if they wanted to buy or invest into something in CS right now, is cases. A whole lot of streamers, mostly popular, like Tim the Tap Man, all the old Valorant people are coming over. Some might be a one-time thing where they're not going to play after a week, but a lot of them are staying and they're enjoying the game. Them themselves, who have a lot of disposable income, are going to buy CSGO cases. They're tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of live viewers or YouTube views are getting influenced to buy and open cases, which is causing the market to go up. Also to note though, just like previous hypes before CS2 came out, out, a lot of this is to do with investors. People are just buying more nowadays, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Now, as it goes for active duty cases that are currently still dropping, for me, they've always been a really risky bet. I know quite a few people that have been burnt for a lot of money on buying in or hoping to cash in on a certain hype when that doesn't happen. A lot of it's luck, and if that's the route you take, I wish you nothing but the best. Now, agents have gone to the moon as well. Main reason behind this is now you can see them on screen, the entire team, some of the enemy team as well. Patches have also followed suit a decent amount. Now, the Sir Bloody Miami Daryl from the professionals was around 50 bucks a month ago, and right now the cheapest one listed is 62 bucks, which is decent. As it goes for skins, this is pretty crazy as well. The M9 Bayonet Doppler on the Steam market, because this is what most people use. For Dopplers though, it is hard to get a certain price. This right before the update was going from around $800 to $900, so phase 1, phase 3, then started to spike up like crazy, going to $1,100 to $1,300, and the more expensive ones most likely were phase 3 or 4, possibly phase 2 as well, but who really knows? Now, reasoning behind this is because the lighting looks very good on Dopplers, especially the Glock Gamma Doppler, and that's what we're going to hop into next. Now, this is from the 2021 Train Collection, which was from Operation Riptide. At the time, it was one of the worst buy-ins. It was a 1 of 2 chance for 50 bucks, getting either this or the M4A4 Coalition, and neither of them were really worth anything at the time. That's why no one bought in. There is still quite a few of these things on the market, though, I will say. These last month were around $20 for the cheapest phase. Then as time progressed going into this new update, it was around 50 bucks, and the Emerald on buff was almost going to $500. Now it's back down to around 300, and that's kind of the hype you're witnessing right now in the regrets and trade blocks taking place at this moment. And one of the last skins I want to use as an example as of what's been happening, and also why you shouldn't buy into CS2 hypes. The game's not fully out. We don't know what's going to change. Either that's Valve doing it or the community's feedback. The Sun and Leo factory new. This was something a lot of people got burned on. I was almost one to buy in and capitalize on this hype because it looks so good in game. Now, are they going to revert it? Sure, there's a possibility, but I don't see why they would anytime soon. Changed it. This for the longest time was a $20 to $25 skin. It is in the Gods and Monsters collection with the M4A4 Poseidon and the Op Medusa, so it is pretty valuable in that sense, but it spiked all the way to 75 bucks. And this wasn't one of those skins that, you know, you only saw 1 or 2 sold. No, there was 25, and it just didn't happen once. It happened 3 times at almost the exact same price, which is pretty crazy. And moreover, since then, it's kind of returned back to its normal price at around 30 to 35 bucks, which is actually something we predicted a couple weeks ago, where if things were to crash, they weren't going to go back to original prices. They were going to go up a little higher than before, just based on how many new people still have them, don't want to sell, but also just like the skin because there's new players in the game. As it goes through buying and selling right now, buying, it's not the worst opportunity in the world. You're seeing things like Stockholm and Antwerp come down. The case market's always a decent opportunity. Active duty cases like we touched on, probably not your best bet. Skins are also not the worst opportunity at this point. Since the trade blocks have expired, we are seeing those come down quite a bit as well. And selling. Now, if this were a week ago, I would have said sell, sell, sell. But since skins are down from their previous all-time high, it doesn't really make any sense why you would right now. If not in the next few weeks, then it's going to be the full release of CS2. Skins are going to go absolutely berserk once again. Now, if it's a very niche and specific item, leave it down in the comments section. I'll be sure to try and answer it for Mando Monday. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys.